everyone, welcome back to River Days Adventures. Excited to be here again, and today we're going to talk about our visit to Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. Super cool area that includes Horseshoe Bend, the Glen Canyon Dam, really so much more. Just really amazing, diverse area. It was really cool visit. So to kick us off, just to get there, so starting off, we were in Williams, Arizona, as we last spoke, near the Grand Canyon. And we made our way east towards Flagstaff. We made a stop in Flagstaff. And then we turned north, went up north towards Page, Arizona, where we were staying there in the Glen Canyon area. It was about a 4 to 5 hour drive. So not too bad. Obviously we always add time with the baby and the trailer, yeah. And we had some stops actually as well that I didn't include in that. The scenery was beautiful, honestly. It was a desert, deserty, but different kind of desert than I mentioned before. Not a desert that we were as familiar with from Southern California. Very red. Lots of cliffs, very cool, like plateau type cliffs throughout. Honestly, just amazing, especially from Flagstaff to Page. So it was really cool. Also, as we went through, we saw a lot of Navajo culture on the sides of the roads. We were passing through Navajo lands. We could definitely tell. They had some arts and crafts setups and some shops on the side. They weren't open by the time we got there, which was unfortunate, but still pretty cool to kind of see that. There.
Yeah. I think as Tonio mentioned too, with the backdrops, all the cliffs and everything, we did notice that the moon was just guiding our way. It was quite beautiful. It was one of those things that it was a supermoon, going to be a supermoon, and it just seemed so close, like within reach. Even our videos don't even capture how beautiful it was. Yeah. It was just something really special.
Yeah, it was awesome. Really just seeing out of the corner of my eye throughout the drive, just kind of right up to the right of us. And Lee was doing all that we could to capture it because it was just so amazing. We later found out actually that it was a wolf moon and a supermoon. We didn't know that, yeah. But it did feel really close and really full. It just felt full, even though I don't think it was a full moon that night. Full moon that night. Yeah. Yeah. So we got to Page, Arizona. It was dark. It wasn't too late. I think it was 7 or so, but it was dark. We got to our stay, which was Rome America, Horseshoe Bend, there in Page. We stayed 3 nights there. Not too short, not too long. Gave us 2 full days to explore, which was really cool. Not very crowded. That's kind of a theme that we've seen so far. So not very crowded.
Winter.
Yeah, it's the winter. It's wintertime travel, so most places seem to not be very crowded, which was cool. The folks that were there, I think a lot of them were there with their 4x4 toys. There's a lot of, I think, OHV options out there in the Page area, so you could really tell, which is really cool. We appreciate that growing up with those kinds of toys as well. So that was awesome. I think the area itself just welcomes a lot of cool activities.
Yeah, I think also one thing to note when you're in Page, it's just really convenient as you're going along on these road trips. Having access to certain things is helpful. So there was a Walmart, so we were able to do some grocery shopping. We were able to pick up some stuff that we needed. There was a hardware store we were able to go to. So in Page, you have access to things. We did go spend a day running errands, right? Mm-hmm. And during that day, we decided to go have some lunch, dinner, I don't know, lunch.
Yeah, it was like a brunch. It was good.
Yeah, and that was at the Rustic Thistle. And during that time, even River had some breakfast. She had some fruit, so that was great. When we were at our site, also something really beautiful to note is like the beautiful backdrop it had at Rome America. And then something we both noticed was that there's this butte that just kind of stuck out. And anywhere you went in Page, you could kind of see it. When you're at Horseshoe Bend, we were able to see it. We're exploring the city, we were able to see it. So something like very special.
Yeah. It's getting wild.
Yeah. We didn't get to explore like the backdrop area. That's also something. So like right behind us, there was some hiking and some stuff. Like mountains and stuff, but we didn't get to explore. We saw some people up there ourselves, but we didn't get to do that ourselves. Also at the site, Rome had really good amenities. There was there's heated restrooms. There was a laundromat that was open 24/7. We did all our laundry there for the trip so far.
Yeah, it was really clean, really new. Like
yeah.
it just felt new and nice. You know how that kind of feels, that clean feeling. So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we had hot showers, clean bathrooms, so that was a huge win for us.
Yeah, a huge win and a necessary one because our water heater ... is still broken. So that is not something that we were able to fix. When we went through Flagstaff, actually we had this plan to spend some time like attempting to fix it and doing our best to do so. So
we did spend some time.
We spent some time, yeah. So we camped out in front of a Home Depot in Flagstaff for 2 to 3 hours and just were under there trying to get that nipple out of that water heater. We weren't very successful. We made some progress, but it just feels like that plastic is like melted or melded in there. So we took as much time as we felt that we had until we were frustrated and we knew we needed to get up to our new stay. So we kept and continued on our way. Still no water heater.
Yeah, but before we left Flagstaff, SZA escaped.
SZA escaped.
Briefly. She's safe now. Only thing lost was a broom, but that was really
hectic.
Yeah, it was hectic. It was scary.
Hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the first time SZA has gotten out. She does at times. She gets a burst and jets out, but then I know she immediately regrets it, which is funny. Whether she gets up a tree or anything, she regrets it, but then she just can't find her way back. So, but we were able to calm her down and get her back in, which was just a huge relief.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we make our way over, right?
Yep. So we get to Page and we're settled in. We get all set up with our full hookups and everything that we got at the spot, and we knew it was time to explore. That's what we were there to do. We were talking to some of the staff at the front desk there at the Rome America, really, really helpful, and he was telling us that sunset was just the time to go to Horseshoe Bend specifically. So we really wasted no time and did that the first chance that we got.
Yeah. I think before we headed to Horseshoe Bend, I want to note that the office itself is like a little lounge. It does have a few things that you can pick up, some coffee, some drinks, stuff like that. So
RV stuff, little RV stuff that we probably should pick up, but we never do. Yeah. So.
So we go to Horseshoe Bend and right we go and we hit the park, right? You have to pay $10 to park. So that's part of the
it's the city. The city actually runs it, so it's interesting. So it's part of the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area, but the city actually charges for parking. $10, yeah, definitely worth it, and still really easy to get in there and park and get onto the little trail that they have. And it's a paved hike / trail, really. It's paved the whole way, really cool. They have some rest stops on the way. It was nice enough and smooth enough. We were able to use the stroller, the Burley bike trailer and stroller that we have, so that was really cool and made it nice for us.
Yeah, I think the stroller itself was really helpful, especially since we did go at sunset. So as the sun set, it did get colder, and it was just nice that River was able to sit inside and be protected from the wind. She actually fell asleep on the way back, so that tells you how comfy she was.
Yeah.
Really
cool. It was really cool, and the Horseshoe Bend itself just breathtaking.
Gosh, yes.
Just breathtaking. You can't, you think what you're going to expect. I think that was one moment just in this trip early on where you walk up and you see it and you're just like blown away. Yeah, it's SZA's got the zoomies. This is the times. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it just takes your breath away, and it's just like, this is amazing. You can't capture this in any other way but being here. Very, very high up. My fear of heights kind of came back too. I'm scared of heights, and
his fear of heights makes me have fear of heights, especially now that we have a baby. So I'm usually like really chill about it, but the second he gives me like, I got the butterfly in my stomach, I start to feel it, and I'm like, babe, stop it. Right.
It's something else though, but it's so high up, and honestly, the area, there is a cool cordoned off area with rails, which actually has a really good view of the whole. You can see the whole horseshoe, but to the sides where we went, It's really cliff, so it is kind of scary, but the beautiful outweighs it
Yeah.
100%. So.
We did realize that there is maybe in the different months, different seasons that you can hike down there, you can kayak down there.
Yeah.
Maybe when River's older, we can. What are you doing, Mama?
We have our repeat trip.
We can do it again.
Yeah, yeah. So, but really, really, really cool, as you guys can see from what we're showing here. So, super cool.
Yeah.
We also had a chance to visit the Carl Hayden Visitor Center, which is the Glen Canyon National Recreation Visitor Center. Really cool. Didn't even know it existed. I think the staff had mentioned it. Didn't know, though, that it was tied to federal lands. But really cool visitor center. Had a passport area that we weren't expecting. So
of course.
We got ourselves
some passport pictures.
Yep, some pictures, some stamps.
stamps.
Canceled it out, as they say. So it was really cool. Got the stamp. And then the visitor center is actually seated right over the dam, the Glen Canyon Dam.
Yeah.
And that is also just something that you can't explain. Yes, man-made feat, you can tell, but just what a wondrous man-made feat. Just so far down. That canyon's so huge, and they have this just beautiful dam that they've built. And I know. Yeah, maybe a little controversial, but hey, giving us energy and doing its thing. It created the whole Lake Powell area behind it, right? That actually extends up into Utah. So pretty cool. And then we also talked to the ranger there, and we were kind of thinking about our hike and getting some information, which we've been trying to do a little bit more. And she was extremely helpful. So great visit to the center.
So when we were looking at hikes, we did ask questions about what's kids safe, all of that good stuff. So we had researched before. We were thinking the Beehive Trail hike, and after we spoke to the person, she said, "Yeah, go for it." She did give us some advice on the slippery rock. What was the term she used?
Yeah, slick rock, I think it was.
Rock.
Yeah, some slick rock there.
Just kind of forewarned us because some people aren't comfortable with it. We did do it, and it was fine for us with our hiking boots.
Yeah.
So.
The hike was just right around the corner.
Yeah,
that was really cool. Yeah.
So just around the corner from the visitor center, you do take a little 3-minute drive, and there it is. There are some off-roading trails there too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The hike itself was the Beehive Trail. Beehive Trail.
Yep.
And it was pretty easy with the baby. You could do it with kids. We saw young kids out there. It is a simple loop that has like a little offshoot on it. We didn't notice that at first, so we got a little turned around. We actually ended up on the offshoot. Thanks, All Trails, got us back on track.
Yeah.
But it was perfect.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to get a little lost there, actually, because we saw some of the formations off to the side, and very unique desert.
Yes, it was beautiful. The color. Yeah. The rocks, they have like a thing that says it was called the new wave.
That's right.
Some of the comments in Ultra say this is not the new wave; it's the Beehive.
Right. Yeah.
You'll see like just the beauty of it all.
Just very flowy. Like the rocks are like flowing, whether it's from the wind, probably, or from water in the past. It's just really, really pretty, really unique.
The weather was just so perfect too.
Yeah.
As we mentioned before, in Grand Canyon, the weather was not so sunny. So we did have some sun, and it was beautiful. So during the hike we had some sun, we did decide to just take in the breathtaking views, have a snack, hang out a bit, just kind of talk about what we're doing,
Yeah. And we pretty much beat the rain this whole trip. So the 3 nights we really didn't get any too bad of weather, which is nice, and clouds, but nothing. So we kind of beat the rain. The hike itself took us about 2 hours, and it was 2 miles, and that's kind of our standard with the baby.
And maybe we'll get to 3 miles soon.
Yeah. It's more on me probably than Leah and the baby. She does the hard work. I truly mean it. So.
I'd say that Glen Canyon just really surprised us.
Yeah.
It was a really beautiful experience.
Yeah. It was, honestly, didn't know it was Glen Canyon National Recreation Area when we went. We said Horseshoe Bend, but you get there, it's like, oh no, this is Glen Canyon. So it really made its name for itself for us. It was really cool. It surprised us, and honestly gives us a desire to come back and visit. So really, really, really cool. So hope you enjoyed us, Sharon.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, follow. Feel free to comment, and happy to have you all along for the ride.
We'll be at Coral Pink Sand Dunes next, so follow along.
Yep.